Hey everybody, I am here live and I am going to prepare my breakfast. I'm not going to cook it, I'm only going to get it ready for when it's time to eat. Then I'll cook it. I like mine fresh, but I like to get everything ready. I like to get it in a bowl, have it prepared. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. I have quite a few things to do this morning with my breakfast because this breakfast will be for 3 days. So we're going to eat the same breakfast for 3 days. We do have some turkey sausages that I have in the freezer. I can pull that out and use that as another protein. But for right now, I am going to get ready to prepare my breakfast. Good morning. So I am going to start with my apple juice. That is the first thing I'm going to make is that. And this here is a canola juicer. So I'm going to use this juicer to make my fresh apple juice. I already washed all of my apples. I have a big, if you guys can see that from here, I have 2 types of apples in there, and I will show you what kind of apples I have that I'm going to juice with. But this is the big bowl of apples. It looks like a lot, but it's really not. About time the juices this down. I might have like a 16-ounce thing of juice. The 2 apples that I used are, one is the Granny Smith apple. This one is called Crisp Sweet Miniature Apples. The hubby likes the little small apples, so he usually get those. And sometimes, guys, if your fruit is getting bad, you can always just put it in a juicer. And if you do not have a juicer, you can use a blender and use a strainer. And I'm sure you guys know what a strainer is. So you can go ahead and use that because that's what I was doing. I have a Vitamix. The Vitamix is pretty much a blender, but it juices it will blend up your stuff really, really good. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on the juicing. So the juicer is very simple. It's just a push of a button. That's all it is. So the breakfast for today that I'm going to prepare, again, if you guys look at my description, I did explain that I will not be cooking it. I'm only going to prepare it. So again, I see some more people are coming in, and I'm going to do apple juice. I'm going to do eggs. I'm going to put vegetables in the eggs, and I'm just going to blend it up. I'm going to get it ready, and I'm going to show you how I get it ready and store it. I have blueberries, fresh blueberries here. That's going to go into the protein pancake mix. I'm not making it, homemade. This is in a box. I purchased this from Kroger's, and this is the name of it, just in case you guys want to know. And thank you so much for chiming in, guys. I appreciate it. So we're going to start with the juicing. And it's not loud. This juicer is not loud. I really, truly love it. I haven't used it in probably a few months. Before the holiday, I was using it a lot. So I told my husband, it's time to get back to juicing because all that food we ate, yeah, this will help out a lot. I'm going to also put a fresh lemon in with that too as well. And I had that. So just to let you guys know, I did wash everything off. If you see, it's all cut up. It's still in the strainer. And I did wash it with some baking soda and some lemon juice. So here's the baking soda. I put the lemon juice up. Good morning, Stephanie. So glad that you chimed in. So here is the juicer, and I'm going to you can fill this juicer up, which is really awesome because I had another one. I had to literally push the fruit down in there, and that made it very, very hard for me. So I have 2 things on the juicer. Again, this is canola for you guys that's just coming in. I see people coming in. So this is where the pulp goes. And this is where the juice goes. And the juicer, this cup has a strainer to it. So if there is any kind of pulp, it will go on the top of here. And this, good morning. And this is very well, it really doesn't have much pulp. So that's how that goes. So let me go ahead and start with that, guys. So at the flip of the button, and here we go. Okay, did I do something? Okay, you know what? I know what I did wrong. It's not tight. If it's not locked on here, it will not work. Found that out. There we go. So the canola is very, very quiet. The other thing, I have another device, and this is what I'm going to cut my vegetables up with. So we will get to that shortly. So I'm going to bring you guys down closer so you'll be able to see how my juicer works. Good morning. Sorry, sometimes when I'm far away, I can't see you. Hi, Stephanie. I'm so glad that you joined me. I really appreciate it. So right now, Stephanie, I am juicing my fresh apple juice, and I'm using my canola juicer. So I'm going to turn it around so you guys get to see it, okay? And there it is. So what happened is I put all the apples at the top here, and here's my juice. This is the pulp. The pulp will come out on the side. And if you see right here, I think I need to put this. I'm gonna have to move the camera, guys. So this right here, this is where the juice come out. So I'll just open it up, and there's your fresh juice. That's simple, guys. I do have some of you guys, I see a lot of people coming in, but here is my apples. They are actually juicing, and here's my pulp. Sorry for moving the camera. I'm on live, so we have to do everything. So here's the pulp right here. You can see that coming out. And that juice looks really good, guys. Look at that. That looks good. This is, remind you, this is fresh. Happy birthday, Stephanie. So the apples are coming down pretty fast, so I'm going to have to get some more and put them in there. And what I like about this device is if you open it up, it stops. So that's the good thing about that. But there's the pulp. The pulp is still coming down, so that's doing good. Some people say you can use that pulp and put it in with, as good morning, GD. Glad that you joined in. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to turn this off and put some more apples, because if you see, the apples are pretty much down. So I got to pour some of that juice out of there. I just love this canola. They say it's something like the Yama. I'm not sure, but I have a friend that she uses it too as well. But I have so many apples, guys. Once that fills up, I have to put it in a jar. I use something like what is that jar? Mason jar. I use a mason jar. Or another thing you can use a jar that you get your spaghetti out of that has measuring cups. I mean, measurements on it. And see, that juice is coming out pretty fast. And this is what I'm going to use to put the juice in. And if this is not big enough, I'm going to get another one. But it's fresh juice. It's no additive at all in here. So you will have your own homemade juice, which is perfect. And you see the pulp is still coming out. See, that juice is almost full. See that? So I'm going to have to empty that very shortly here. And I could actually empty that. You know what? I'm going to do that now. I have these jars on my countertop. I'm sure some of you that follow me, you will see that I have the jars on the top of my counter. And let me see. Pour this in here. Let me show you guys how it looks when it's in a jar. So you guys can have you some fresh apple juice in the morning. And there it goes. Look at that. Fresh apple juice. A lot of times when you at the store, you will see apple juice clear. I'm sure you guys experienced that quite a bit. So it looked like I might have to get a picture. I'm not sure. But so far, look, it's almost full. Oh, thank you so much, Bill. Okay, Stephanie, thanks so much for stopping in, and you have a great birthday. So that's the good thing about having fresh things in the morning time. I like to prepare it in the morning, and I know if you guys looked at my description, I will only be preparing my breakfast and not cooking it. I will be getting it all ready to go. I know, I think so too. And I actually have a picture. Because that looks like that's going to be a lot. And the picture, if you guys follow me on my videos, this is my picture that I use. And I purchased this from Walmart. So I'm going to just put that up there because I'm with you on that. I think I need a picture too. So sometimes this goes by pretty fast with the juice, and I really, truly love it. I'm going to turn this off, guys, and put some more apples in there. And the fun thing, and I'm being sarcastic about a juicer, is cleaning it up. That can be kind of time-consuming, but it's worth it. You know, you got to look at it like that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm putting some more apples in the juicer. And I love this wide mouth. It is just really awesome. And I should have showed you guys what I was doing. Sorry about that. And there are the apples in the juicer. And I'm going to cut it back on. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pour this juice inside of here because, yeah, that one there is... So now I got extra work, but that's okay. So you're gonna get that juice, pour it back in there. And then again, you can take this juice out of here and pour it in a pitcher, which is really awesome. Okay guys, while that is juicing, I am going to, and if you look here, I'm going to cut up my fruit my vegetables. And see, there is the rest of the apples. Here's the lemon. This is the last thing I have to do here. I don't know if you guys ever saw these before, but you get them from the Dollar Tree and they stretch over. I'm going to use those for my white bowls. It's going to stretch over the bowl. Okay, so here we go, guys. That pulp, look at all that pulp, guys. It's almost full. I'm going to have to empty that in a minute. And I do have a trash bag near me, so I'll be able to open that up. I usually put a cloth underneath here because sometimes it might spill a little bit. As a matter of fact, let me get one. And I appreciate you guys for chiming in with me this early morning. And a lot of times, good morning. Hi, Taflanda. I hope I pronounced, I tried. I'm going by your YouTube name. How was your morning going so far? Okay, guys. Now, these apples are getting a little mushy. So sometime if it does that, you can just go in and just empty it in a bag or something and, you know, and be done with that. And that's what it looked like it's doing, because sometimes what happens is you can, the juice only does, so it only squeezes so much out. And then what you can do, you can get a bag. I have, you guys know that follow me, I have garbage bags. Anytime I do stuff like that, I have a Meyer garbage bag. So I just use that and put all my pulp and everything in there. So some more juice gonna come out here. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys how I make my apple juice. And what I'm going to start on now is I'm going to start on cutting up my vegetables in my chopper, which I love dearly. And this here is my chopper. And while that's doing something over there, I can be doing something here. I am a multitask type person. Seem like I do everything and I be all over the place. Sometimes I'm like, do I have ADHD or something? What's going on? But I just like to, I've been doing this for a long time. I raised 3 daughters by myself. So this right here comes up, it's nothing to me. So what I'm gonna do here is my vegetables. I have bell pepper and I have onions. So I'm just gonna throw this in here. I'm gonna have to cut it up just a little bit so that it doesn't get bunched up in my chopper. So I'm just gonna kind of cut it up a little bit. And then sometimes, you know, when you use it inside of your eggs, you want to make sure that it's kind of small. Let me let you guys see this here. So I'll just cut this up in here like just a little bit. It's not much, but I like to have my vegetables small when it's in my eggs. So I'm just dicing it up. That's something simple. I like things easy. I don't want to be doing stuff that's difficult, you know? You might see me go over here because the juicer is right here. So, and then I'm going to put this top on this on here. And this is going to make a little noise, but that's okay. You guys know what I'm doing. So this helps out with, if you do not want to chop or mince all the way, you can always use this chopper here and it works out perfect for me. It doesn't take none but a few seconds. Look at there. And that's how it goes. It's done. Ta-da! Okay, so let me turn that juicer off. So here how it blended. It always blended very well. Look at there. What, it took just a few seconds. That was it. So what I'm going to do with this here is I have a bowl for this. I'm going to put it in there. And then that's it for my vegetables. I'm done with it. I don't need the blender anymore. So my blending for the vegetables is all done. So I just unplug this and get started with the next thing. So I'm going to also put some, I'm going to put, right now, I usually cook my vegetables. You have these? Oh, okay. So what I'm going to do, I usually cook my vegetables. So I'm going to put my vegetables in another container, but I'm going to show you how I blend up my eggs and have them prepared for breakfast. So right now I'm going to just put my vegetables in here and set them to the side because like I said, I don't cook all the vegetables at one time. I might want to use it another time. I might want me a nice little omelet or something, you know? So that's already ready. And guess what? You put the lid on it and you put it in the refrigerator. But you got to remember that produce really, it goes bad pretty fast. So you want to make sure that you cook your vegetables or whatever you're going to do with it. Like if you want to make something for dinner. You can also do that this too as well. So guess what? It's already prepped. It's already chopped up. And guess you don't have to deal with it anymore. So I just put the top on here. And ta-da, it's done. So that's my prep for my vegetables for the whole, actually for the next 3 days. And I know I'm going to use this for something else because I'm always cooking. So I'm done with that there. So the juicing is still working itself. So I'm going to let it do its thing. I just wanted you guys to see pretty much how I prepare the juice. And the juice thing is almost full. And I thank you so much. Who said get a picture? I thought that was written. I need a picture. It's gone. I see the comment is gone. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the rest of this juice here. And I'm going to put it in there. And look at there. It's almost full. It's almost full. I only have this much right here. It looks different from an angle where you guys are at, but this is almost full. It's like over halfway full, if you can see. Let me see if you guys can see. See that? That's a lot of juice. Okay, Stephanie, thank you so much for joining in. So I'm going to go ahead and continue and let the juicer do its thing. So I'm going to put some more apples in here. And then I'm also going to rinse this out, guys, because these apples, no, I don't need to. I'm going to go ahead and finish putting the apples in here. Sorry about all the movement. And if you guys know, when you go live, this is how it is. This is totally different from me doing my videos. So I'm going to put the rest of the apples and the lemon in here. I hope you guys can see that. Let me look and see here. Yep, so I'm going to put all the apples in there. This is just the remainder of the apple, and the apple juice will be done. And guess what? You put it in the refrigerator, and that's it. That's simple. And guess what? You don't have to worry about it anymore for the rest of the week. That's the good thing about it. So, or if it even lasts for a week, guys. Because in this house, I doubt if it even lasts for a week. Okay, so there it goes. Back in the canola, and it's gonna make its own juice. Okay, so the next thing that I am going to prepare is going to be my eggs. Yes, got to get that other protein in. So this is going to be my eggs over here. I'm getting ready to prep that. I'm going to prep it and get it ready so when it's time to cook it, I don't have to worry about measuring and doing off nothing else. I just put it in a pan, you know, and start cooking. So I'm going to put about 8 eggs in here. That should be enough. So just crack your eggs and have them ready. I'm going to put a bag over here, guys, because I have to have my bag near me for throwing stuff in. And these are the eggs I'm using. And I did purchase these. If you guys follow me on my YouTube channel, on my hauls, a lot of things that you see me buy, I do put it in my haul. I do let you know what store it's from. So I'm just going to do 8 eggs. And if you want to put your vegetables in there, you know, raw like it is, you can. It's up to you, but I choose not to do that. If you want to put meat in here, if you want to make it out of an omelet, you can do that too as well. So I'm going to actually come back with another video on what I'm going to prepare for the next 3 days for my breakfast. So right now, what I'm making is only for 3 days. So we do have a family of 3 that stays here. So that's why I make and do this and prepare myself. Some of you that follow me on YouTube know that I do care for my sister. And this is something that I do. We're going to do 7 eggs. I think that's enough. That shell. Sometimes that shell gets down in there and makes me mad. But sometimes you can't stop it, you know? So you just have to keep moving when it's time to cook. So I just usually just blend my eggs up with just a plain fork, you know? Just blend it up. Give it a good whipping. And if you want to put salt and pepper in there, you can. But remind you, when I get ready to cook that, the vegetables I just showed you, I see some new people are coming in. The vegetables that I just showed are the ones that I'm going to be putting in my eggs when it's time to have breakfast, okay? So I do have salt and pepper, so I'm going to put a little sprinkle of salt and pepper in my eggs right now. So just to get it out the way, you don't have to do all this now, or you can do it when it's time for you to eat breakfast. So here's my salt, and I do not cook with a lot of salt. And then here is my pepper right here. So you just sprinkle that in there. I also have some cheese that I shredded. So I'm going to get the cheese, and we're going to put that in there. And again, this is just getting it ready for breakfast, okay? I'm going to keep it in this bowl because I'm going to have a top for the bowl. So if you want, just sprinkle a little bit of cheese in there. I might have to put more because the hubby loves him some cheese. He is just crazy about cheese. So I'll just blend this up real well. And whatever else you want to put in there. If you would, like I said, if you want to put your vegetables in there raw, you can. I choose not to. I like to cook my vegetables. If you want some meat in there, like if you want sausage or if you want ham or lunch meat or whatever, and make you a nice omelet, you can do that too as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use one of these clear bags right here. I'm going to cover this up, and guess what? My eggs are ready to cook. So I just put these to the side. Okay, the next thing that I am going to do, I'm going to do my batter for my breakfast. Hi, Bridget. You know, it's so many people coming here, but you know what, Bridget, thank you so much. Your name, I believe I've seen your name before, but it's so many people that come in here. It's kind of hard to remember, okay? But you know what? I'm going to say this to you. Thank you so much for coming back. So, guys, I'm going to put all this stuff to the side. And I am going to bring, here's the bowl here for my pancake mix. And if you read the directions on here, you was in my last live. Okay, well, thanks for coming back, Bridget. I appreciate it. It's good to have people come back, you know. I really enjoy that. It really helps, you know. It is 7 o'clock here. I started at 6:30, so I've been on here for about 30 minutes so far, which is good. So this right here is what I'm going to prepare, and I am going to, it says it's called flapjacks, but we call it pancakes. 12:02 p.m. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's early. It's still dark here, Bridget. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, it says at the top, it lets you know how to make it, which is 1 cup of this mix and then 3/4 cups of water. It's up to you. You're in Fiji? Oh, okay. Are you baking? No, I'm actually doing breakfast. I'm preparing my breakfast for 3 days. I know you're just coming in, but yes, that's what I'm doing. That's what my live is about. I've made fresh apple juices right there, and then I just blended my eggs there. Then I have my vegetables, which is there. I just completed that. So now what I'm doing my pancake mix. So if you want, I was explaining, if you want, you can always have, if you want a piece of meat on the side and put inside your eggs, I'm only showing what I do for my household. So what you're gonna do here, it says that the 1 cup and 3/4 water, but you can use milk. I'm more of a milk person, so I think I'm gonna use milk. But sometimes when you look at ingredients, that doesn't mean that you have to go by what it says. I'm a little hard headed. So, with that being said, I'm going to put a cup of milk in this, okay? So, I'm going to use some homogenized milk. You can use homogenized, you can use silk. You know what? I'm using silk milk because we really don't drink homogenized milk like that. We're more of a silk milk type person, silk almond. So that's what I'm going to use. And this is it. If you watch my haul, it will show you that I did purchase this from Sam's Club. So I'm going to go ahead and do a cup of milk. And I'm sorry, 3/4 cup of milk. And I'm going to do 1 cup of the pancake mix. And then sometimes, just because they say it like that, you have to, I always say in my videos, eyeball it. And the reason why I say that, because it might not be the way that you like it. You want to taste your pancake or any kind of ingredient. So I just go ahead and eyeball it. That's what I mean by eyeball. So right here is my measuring cup. No, Bridget. I don't know why it shows you guys that, but it's not like that on my end. And then sometime, Bridget, you know, I understand what you're saying too, Bridget, at the same time, because you would think that you're the only one, and correct me if I'm wrong, because most likely you're the only one talking. I believe that's what she's saying. I'm not sure, but yeah. Is this chocolate chip? Some chips in here. It is. This is chocolate chip, guys. Yeah, it's quite a few people on here, Bridget. You're funny, Bridget. Okay, guys. There is a cup, and actually it's chocolate chip in here, and it's dark chocolate chip. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. You know what? See, that is not enough. What do you guys think? I don't think it's enough. Because you got to remember, this is for a week. I'm going to do another 1/2 cup, and pretty much double what I'm going to make. Okay? So if you look there, I don't know if you guys can see that. That's 1/2 cup. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in there. Anytime I open up something, I put a plastic bag. Put it in a plastic bag. And the reason why I do that, I've been doing it for years. That's just a little FYI for myself. Because sometimes what happens is when people are in the cabinet, they might accidentally hit the box. And guess what happens? Everything is poured all in your cabinet, and then the next thing you know, you have to clean your entire cabinet out, which is crazy. So, but it is what it is. So sometimes you not only have to look out for yourself, you have to look out for your loved ones too that's in the house. So I'm going to put that back in the box, and then I put it in a bag. I have it in a Ziploc bag. So that helps me. I don't know if I hope that helps someone else. Because, yeah, and even when you go into the refrigerator, and some people, it's different. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I have to put a cup of milk in here now. So if you notice, I put a 1.5 cups of pancake mix inside of here. So I'm going to go ahead and put some milk in here. Wow, that was just enough. So I'm going to pour it in here. And like I said, I do a little bit at a time because I like, man, my pancake mix kind of thick, you know. And if that's not enough, I just have to open the other one. So let's look, and that's not enough. So you pour a little bit at a time because I don't like mine too watery. Because when it's too watery, it just doesn't, I don't know. I like mine kind of with some to it. And if you want to, you could put some vanilla in here if you want to. Another thing that you can do with your pancake mix, if you want strawberries, you don't have to put blueberries. You don't have to do what I do. I used to put applesauce in mine for my grandkids. And that's another way of getting your vegetables in. I mean, I'm sorry, not your vegetables, but your fruit in. That's a fiber. So if you do that, because a lot of times kids don't like certain things. So if you, I had to open up another thing of milk. So if you substitute and use it for, you know, something else in there, but you don't have to do, you know, the same thing I'm doing. You might want to do something different, and that's okay. You know, I'm not telling you to do exactly what I do. So like this consists of water. I didn't want to put water in there because to me, milk gives it a different flavor. It gives it a nice flavor. So, but like I said, you could put vanilla in here if you want to. See that? I'm gonna put a little bit more milk in here. I usually use a fork. I don't know why I have this spoon. So I see it's some more people that came in. I'm actually making, prepping my breakfast for the next 3 days. I do not cook it while I'm on live. I just only prep it. What I'm going to do when it's time to cook it, I'm going to put it on my live. So you guys get to see how I make my breakfast. Because if I did everything on live, I would be on here a little bit longer than usual. And my mornings are extremely busy. I've been up since 5 a.m. So I have to start my morning because when you have family, that gets you to start your day nice. I mean, you don't want to jump out of the bed and do everything. But so this here is something that I have for the next 3 days. And now look at that. That is a smooth texture. And what I'm going to do now is I am going to put my blueberries. These are some fresh blueberries. They've already been cleaned. I did explain on my video when I first started, I cleaned everything. It is was still, you know, wet. Blueberries, yes. Hi, Chevy. You like blueberries, Dave? So you just drop a couple of them down in there, okay? And the good thing about these blueberries, when you cook them, when they're in that hot pan, those blueberries burst and they spread without the pancake. And you talking about good? Whoo! This is for my blueberry lovers. Like I said, you don't have to use blueberries. You can use strawberries. You can use applesauce. You could put bananas in your inside of your pancake. Give it a different flavor. And then again, guys, some of them, they just came in. This is a whole grain. I thought it was protein. It is. It's 13 grams of protein. And bye-bye, Bridget. Thank you so much for chiming in. So here is the name of the pancake mix I'm using. It's not homemade. I'm actually mixing it up here. So this is the blueberries. If you want more blueberries, you could put more blueberries in there. It's up to you. But me, I'm done with mine. Sometime my husband wants more blueberries, and we have plenty in his bowl here. So this is something I purchased from the dollar store. I don't know if you guys ever go to the dollar store, but this is something I purchased. And then if you don't have a lid for it, guess what? Here it goes. It covers right over this, and it works out perfect. Because I had to use this for my eggs too as well. Get on here, you little chicker. And if this doesn't work, you can always use aluminum foil, you know, or saran wrap, which I don't have. I have the aluminum foil. But see, it spreads pretty far. So there you go. So right now, what I've actually done since you guys been online with me, I actually prep everything that we're going to have for the next 3 days in my home. And this makes my life easier. It makes your life easier. It's just so helpful to prep things. Even for, I'm going to do the next one I'm going to do is going to be for the next 3 days. It's going to be a different breakfast. Because sometimes you get tired of eating the same thing. I'm going to bring this around, guys, because this is the rest of my masterpiece, I call it. But this right here is a bag. I have to have a bag. Anytime I'm cooking, and most of you that follow me, this is my trash bag. It's not like nasty. These are things that I use. I put all my apple stuff in here, and the some of the things that I take out of the box, I put it in here, and this helps me. So moderator, are you in there? Are you sleeping? So right now, what I'm going to do is put some things to the side, put them away, and then I'm going to show you guys what I actually completed, show you how I prep my breakfast, and then we're going to complete the juicing because the juicing is still going on, okay? So what are you guys going to make for your breakfast for the next few days? Do you have any plans for your breakfast, or what are you guys making? Maybe you can give me some ideas, you know? So, okay. Okay, Commander, because yeah, we're on here. We have to be nice, okay, Commander? Okay. Okay, guys. So I'm going to show you everything I just prepared. I have to finish this here. We're still working on this. So this here is my pancake mix that I just made, which is the protein pancake mix. This here is my eggs. The eggs has the cheese in it. I put salt and pepper. Guess what? It's done. So the only thing you have to do in the morning is scrape a little bit, put it in the pan. It doesn't take nothing but a few minutes to complete eggs. Pancakes, a few minutes. Here is my vegetables. This is the vegetables. If you want to, you could put inside your eggs. You can have it for another meal that you're completing for the day or your next breakfast. It's up to you. This is the cheese that I use. I shredded this cheese just a few days ago, and I put this in my eggs. It doesn't take nothing but a minute to prepare things. So now we're going to go over here and we're going to complete the juicing. Some of you that I see that I have quite a few people in here. And thank you so much, guys, for coming in and watching my video this morning. And what I'm doing is prepping for my breakfast for the next 3 days, okay? Mouth is getting dry. So here's my juice. This is my apple juice that we did this morning. Everything is fresh. I did show you guys the apples that I used. You might have to go back to the video and look. But this is my fresh apples. And thank you to the gentleman who said, guess what? You need to go and get you a pitcher. He was right. Look at that. The pitcher is over halfway full. Look at that. Oh, do you? I do that too, Commander. I do that too as well. I do different juices, but what happened to me, and now I'm doing a splash of lemon for this here. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and complete the rest of this here. I just put my lemon in there. And if you, some of you guys that's just chiming in, I am using a canola juicer. This thing is awesome. I love it. I told the hubby I needed a juicer, so he went online and ordered this for me. And I thought that was just so sweet. So yeah, but right now, this is the remainder of the juice. Up. And some of yous again that just coming in, and this here is the pulper. The pulp is coming out here, and the juice will be coming out here. Has a spout to it, has a strainer. So when I complete all of my dishes, when I get done with my live, I'm actually gonna put all of this in the refrigerator, and guess what? I don't have to worry about preparing anything for the next 3 days. 3 days. I don't have to go out to eat anything. Everything is already ready. You have to make things convenient for you. So that's what helps me out a lot. See the juice here? See it right there? And I open that up, and bam, there it comes. You know, I'm not sure, Commander. I've never seen one. You might want to Google that and find out. I did see a white before, but I'm never, sorry about the movement, guys. I'm on live, so I have to move my camera around. Gold would be a nice color. Okay, guys, let me clean this out a little bit because I still have a lot of apple stuff in here. But I'm going to continue to talk to you. The thing about having a juicer is you do have to clean out quite a bit. But it's worth it, you know. You have to have a lot of patience for stuff like this. Right now, and you know, it's just, we have to try to live cost efficient if we can, you know, so try to cook your own food, like I said, and save more money. This is a time for saving more money and stop spending our money on nonsense things, you know. So that's what I'm really trying to say. Let me take this out of here. Look at that. You see all that mess, guys? Look at this. This is what I got to deal with. I got to put this back on here and tighten it up. Because if you do not tighten it up the way it's supposed to be, it will not work at all. It will turn off on you. So, okay, now come on now. So what you want to do, like I said, if you don't have a juicer, you could always use your blender. Use a blender and use a strainer. Actually, my apples are fiber. Anything with fruit is fiber. You could do spinach. You could put spinach on there. Okay, I don't know what's going on with this right now, but I'm going to just go ahead and be done with this thing right now because, yeah. So, here is the juice. And I'm going to put this on some ice so you guys get to see how this looks. And it's full. I used probably about 15 apples, at least 15. So that did help out a lot. Because like I said, you have to prepare everything for, you know, the amount of time that you want to eat your breakfast. So you just have to just put a cup of ice in there and you're all done. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour it into a cup of ice and you guys get to see how it looks. Because it's not cold at all. So that's the reason I'm going to put ice in there. But I'm not going to drink it right now because I need some water. I like to drink my water first before I drink things like that. And there are no additives in here at all. You know, I did see that. I saw, Commander, I did see where you could put them as ice cubes. And I've never done that before. Even if I have a dog, they told me that I can give it to my dog too as well. Hi, Kitty. I'm almost done, Kitty. So, guys, here is the juice that I made, and I'm going to pour this in a cup so you guys get to see it. This is no additive. This is just plain apples. Look at this. And then, like I said, when you go to the store, this is clear. When you go to the store, this is clear juice. But this is actual apple juice. This is the real apples. I didn't put anything else in there at all. No water, none of that. So it's all natural. And you can use, I even make, I don't know if you guys, if you go on my YouTube channel, I've also made a greenery juice, and I've also made a watermelon juice. Thank you, Commander. So this is really nice. Is, you know, sometimes some people might look at that like, oh my God, that's cloudy. No, it's not. This is juice. We're so used to the other type of apple juice. And I'm going to tell you, if you drink this apple juice and you're constipated, this might be too much information. Yeah, drink this. You won't be constipated. Or any kind of even green vegetables. You know, you will not be constipated at all. So I'm going to turn this camera around because, guys, I am done with everything. My ceiling, sorry about that. So I'm actually done with everything. And I thank you guys so much for watching me. I appreciate it. I will be, if you guys follow me on YouTube, I will be putting on my community. I will put in there what my next video will be. And also what it was about, what it would be about. So it was just, when you get time, just prepare everything for breakfast. Like I said, you don't have to cook it right then and there. Me, I like my stuff hot. I want my stuff right from the oven or the skillet or anything like that. It is way better, Commander. You're right. And if you guys would like, I can do more juicy. If that's something that you prefer. And if you like, I can do that. I just saw a watermelon. But see, the thing about watermelon, I like the kind with the seeds to it. So when I was just, if you look at my video with Meyer, I just came from Meyer, I think a day or two ago, 2 days ago. And they had this huge watermelon. And I looked at it. I started to get it because I wanted a watermelon juice. And then also you can, with your watermelon juice, if you want to, you can put celery in there. I love celery. That celery juice is good. I like my carrot juice, all of that stuff. It's really good. You do not have to drink a cup this large if you don't want to. You can use shots. Make yourself shots. You know, that's good too as well. So that's just something else that you can use. And not a juice, because shots, if you go to the store and look at how much those shots are, they're very expensive. Some of them are about $10 for a little bitty shot jar. And my husband came home, he had all these shot jars, and I was like, and they were expensive. I'm like, you paid what for what? Me, I'm cheap. You guys know I'm cheap. So I saved the shot jars. I sure did. I saved all of them. And I said that we're going to start doing ginger shots. They have others. You got a beet shot you can do. You can get you some beets. You can blend that up too as well in a juicer right here in this juicer. And like I said, if you do not have a juicer, get you a blender. And what is that thing? It's called a strainer. Let me see if I can find it because you guys might not know what I'm really talking about here. But it's a strainer. It has very small holes to it. And you can use that for your juice. I don't even know where mine's at. I really don't. But I'm going to say something like this. My sink is a mess, y'all. My sink is so nasty. Do they really? Oh, Commander, I didn't know that. So this is a strainer. This came with my juicer, but they have other ones. You can go to, matter of fact, go to the Dollar Tree and get you a strainer. Okay? Meyer. So you can go to Dollar Tree, get you a strainer, like I said, if you have a blender, because sometimes these juicers could be a little expensive. I'm just saying. So, citric acid. Oh my gosh, I did not know that, Commander. Wow. So what you can do is make your own. I think that would be better if you make your own. And then they also have I think it's a rice cloth where you can actually pour your juice on there. You can put it on a measuring cup. I think I put it up. Okay. You can put it on a measuring cup and you can squeeze it and it will come into the jar that you want it to. Not okay, but Commander, I would rather make my own. I think that would be better. I am going, and when I do it, I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. I'm gonna do a live on that, but not right now, because I have a couple of other things that I'm looking at to do. But I'm going on live, which will be, I'll let you know. I'll let you know the next live. And the next live I'm going to go on will be 3 days from now, because I'm going to prepare the next breakfast with you. So then you'll have breakfast for the whole week. Okay, so you know what, guys, thank you so much for chiming in with me. I really appreciate that. I hope you guys enjoyed my live, and I hope that you come and visit on the next one too as well. If you subscribe to me and hit that notification bar, it will let you know when I come in. So if I do one, it's going to a good morning. If I do another one, I will post it in my community. Keep your eye on my community section, and it will show you what I'll be doing for the next day, or I will put it on the night before. But Commander, thank you so much for chiming in. Everyone else, thank you so much for chiming in. James, I'm sorry, but you lost everything. I'm I'm out. I've been on here for a while, so I have to I have a busy morning. So guys, thank you so much for chiming in, and you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.